God, I just got to adjust my belt here, John. Hold on. All right. Hey, buddy.
What's going on?
Oh, you mean this thing? This old thing? What does that say, John?
It says champion, but you haven't won shit yet.
No, it says fantasy football champion.
That's what it says.
Yeah. Can you explain to the lovely people at home why we have this?
Well, Jared and I were matched up this week.
Yes, we were.
I may have lost.
Yep. He did. In case it's any guess, he did lose.
However, I was screwed by Doug Peterson's Evan Ingram.
Yep.
You got a fat 0 for me in the starting lineup. So thank you, Evan, for a last minute scratch.
Yeah. But you know what the old adage is, bud? A win is a win.
I guess.
Not the Eagles would know.
No.
Not the Eagles would know.
Don't piss me off.
Yeah. So first of all, welcome back to the 52 Reasons podcast. I'm Jared, and this is my co-host John.
Hi.
And in this episode, we're going to go over the lovely game that was Monday Night Football. The Eagles losing to the Falcons 22-21. We also have the game where I guess a quote, as well as John rating draft classes, as well as guessing the draft class and rating it accordingly. So it's going to be another action-packed episode, full of positivity, and we might have a special guest.
Oh, yeah.
A special call-in guest. You know what? Call him up right now.
What are we asking?
How do you feel about the Eagles? I kind of want to adjust that camera again. We're doing mid-edits. I'm not going to keep this on the whole time. We're doing mid-camera edits.
The whole game, huh?
Whole game, dude.
What game are we playing?
Game of life. I think that's better. Or worse. I don't know. We're calling our boss Chad.
This is live.
This is live. We told him he was going to do this, so he doesn't answer. He's a fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm sick.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo to you, Chad. If you see me keep looking, our monitor's down there, so that's why I keep looking to make sure everything's looking fine and proper.
Doesn't look up.
It doesn't look.
Well, that's something.
That's not Chad.
Kind of sounds like a 4-year-old.
It did sound like a 4-year. Hi, this is Widowy Chad. What are we calling you? So John, the Eagles suffered a loss last night. What was your initial reaction? Maybe not your initial reaction. Yeah.
Angry?
Yes.
Confused?
Yep.
I so many ways they should have and could have won this game. And they didn't.
Yeah.
Straight up did not win the game.
And it sucks because there was so much good that came out of this game from maybe not the defense, but from an offensive standpoint. Like Jalen Hurts, despite the loss, Jalen Hurts looked like his 2022 self again.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part. And Saquon, yes, he dropped the pass at the end, but overall, Saquon looked fantastic again.
Yeah.
Smitty was great. The offensive line, minus the penalties, looked very, very good. Mekhi Becton, we'll get to Mekhi Becton.
We will get to Mekhi Becton.
Looked good. And the defense, where do we start with the defense? Because it's still not great.
No, it's awful. It's awful. Look, everybody will say, if I was on that offense, I would do X, Y, Z. Literally, I could stand back there and just wait for a receiver to run open and throw him a lollipop. You got all day to throw that ball. Kirk Cousins is a statue.
Yes.
He does not move.
Yep.
He stands still. He can't plant on his back leg.
It's back leg, everybody.
Get a little ahead of myself.
Yes.
Back leg. And you just can't do that. They have no pressure, no nothing on the quarterback.
Yes.
50 million reasons why they shouldn't have signed Bryce Huff.
Oh, here we go.
He's
been gearing up for this all day. Go ahead, John.
He's the biggest fraud in Philadelphia sports. He is more of a fraud than Tobias Harris. He is more of a fraud than Jonathan Papelbon. He is more of a fraud.
All-time saves leader. Jonathan Papelbon was an asshole. He wasn't a fraud, though.
A little bit fraudulent.
Not really.
He might be
Ben
the
Simmons.
worst. He might be the worst contract in
D.D. Gregorius.
the history of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Therese Familia. Carson Wentz.
Well, at least with Carson Wentz, he was good at one point.
Yes. Bryce
Bryce
Huff,
Huff,
bad.
what is he providing? What is he doing?
Wasting $51 million.
He
Bad.
every single play, Jared, he was either on the ground, completely locked up, and not just by tackles, by tight ends.
Yes.
Tight
Oh,
ends.
yeah. Did you see that on Twitter?
Yes.
He was locked up by a tight end. Locked up.
I can't do it with the Bryce Huff thing anymore. I know we're 2 games in, and he could have 15 sacks the rest of the season. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Give me something else. Anything else.
Yeah. I mean, what did Chad just? Oh, okay. I heard a buzz, so I was getting excited. Look, when it comes down to everything, I'm gonna take this hat off because it's bugging me. Let the flow go, baby.
There you go, Bob.
Howie has the chance to do something very funny.
Look, it would be very funny.
It would be very funny. If people who don't understand, there is a certain pass rusher, former Eagle, former Cardinal,
Former Panther.
Oh, you're
Remember
right.
that?
Yeah, Panther.
Yeah.
It's Hassan Reddick. They could
Reddick.
do the funniest thing in the world and trade for Hassan Reddick.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not. But look, your D-line is supposed to be your specialty on defense because you drafted Jalen Carter, you drafted Jordan Davis the year before, you signed Bryce Huff, you have BG, you have Milton Williams, very good. Milton Williams had a very good game. That's supposed to be your strength, and to go from week 1 where you have all that pressure in the world to Jordan Love, and you couldn't drive it home, couldn't get the sack, bad.
Yes.
To 0, and I got to give credit, the Atlanta Falcons O-line is very good.
They've won against the Steelers.
Yeah, that's true. But they have much better pass rushers with the Steelers.
So
guy that the aforementioned TJ Watt last week.
Yeah. One thing I noticed about what you said, all of those pass rushers you just named, who did you not name?
No,
Josh Sweat is the answer.
Josh Sweat,
$10 million man.
Yeah.
Josh Sweat.
Yeah.
Doing the same
What
amount.
he does.
Same amount as Bryce Huff.
Yeah. It's a whole lot of nothing on both sides of the ball. And look, it starts there because listen, your secondary is still trying to figure out who they are as a team. We'll get to CJ. You have Darius Slay, you have Mitchell, who again, Mitchell has played well.
Yes.
Maddox, if he's healthy, which he got hurt last night, but was it a phantom injury? Probably.
Probably, yeah.
You need those guys to get pressure on the quarterback because Kirk Cousins, I'm not going to relive that game, but I want to see how much time he averaged in the pocket because it felt like he had all day to throw. He did. And eventually, John, a guy's going to get open.
Yeah, you can't cover a guy 10 seconds. You just can't. You physically cannot do it. There's too much field. There's too much space. It's a bad loss, man.
Yeah,
these are the types of losses that you go back on in week 15 and be like, damn.
If we won that one, who knows?
We could be first round bye right now.
Yeah.
We could be in the lead for the division. We could be in the wild card. These are the losses you're going to look back on and just kick yourself for.
Because you look at it like they had the game won. And so basically, throughout the game, it was a very good game, in my opinion. Like, I thought it was 2 defenses really dishing it out.
Yeah.
You had glimpses of Jalen being back to Jalen Hurts that we all know and we all love and got paid that contract. It was a vintage Jalen game. You still had Saquon in the mix. You're without A.J. Brown this game. You go with Devontae Smith 1. Britton Covey had how many receptions in this game? Had a lot.
He had a decent amount of receptions.
Britton Covey was great. I mean, Calcaterra played really well. You know who didn't? Dallas Goedert. It's time to have a very uncomfortable conversation about Dallas Goedert. I'm a Dallas Goedert guy. I'm a Dallas Goedert truther. He hasn't really done anything since 2022.
So here's my thing with Dallas Goedert.
I'm going to pull up his stats. Continue.
Dallas Goedert they said was going to be the next Zach Ertz. Dallas Goedert is not in the same hemisphere as Zach Ertz as a receiver.
Yes. As a blocker,
He's a much better blocker than Zach Ertz.
Yes.
But the fact of the matter is we're waiting for the Dallas Goedert breakout season, the breakout season, the breakout season. It hasn't come.
I don't think we're ever going to get it, pal.
No. He is a above average blocker. He is an average receiving tight end. He is not open down the field. I'm tired of hearing Jalen Hurts doesn't target Goddard. Well, yeah, he's not open. He's not open.
His best year was 2021, ironically enough. 56 receptions for 830 yards. 2022, 55 receptions for 702 yards.
Okay.
Last year, 59 receptions, 592 yards.
It's just not good enough. It's straight up just not good enough. I mean, I know not every single position on the offense is going to be star.
Yes.
But when you have arguably your best player out of this game and you need somebody to step up for you,
you would think it would be your tight end, who you gave a decent amount of money to.
He'd be a good player. Now, to get to my notes on
John's notes,
specifically the offensive side of the ball.
Yes.
So, the first drive of the game.
Yep.
All right. Going down the field a little bit, starting to get it going.
Yep.
3rd and 9. What do we call?
We called a QB draw, John, of real glimpses of 2023.
So, with the QB draw,
yep,
it worked a couple times last night. It did work a couple times.
It did. Credit to you, Kellen Moore.
3rd and 9 is not the time to do a quarterback draw.
3rd and 4.
3rd and
5,
5
with the tush push.
Yeah, kind of get them off guard. But you're trying to drive down the field on a 3rd and 9. Throw the ball.
Yeah. The play calling, I wish they won this game because there were so many positive things to take out of it. It's just all negated by them just blowing it. They blew it. I mean, it's just plain and simple. The Eagles blew this game. They had it. They had a 99% chance of winning.
And they did.
And they didn't.
Yeah. Now, another huge play, I think, is their first trip in the red zone.
Yep.
4th and 4 in the red zone, you're going to go for it.
No, take the points.
I get it. Analytics says 60% go, 40% kick the field.
And we know Sirianni's going to go for it because that's just who he is.
But at that rate, it's a tight football game.
Yes.
It's still nothing.
It's early. It was the first quarter.
You want to take the points,
right?
Kind of.
Was it the first quarter?
Was it the first quarter?
Yes.
You want to get the boys on the board.
Yes.
And truthfully, that's what came back to bite him in the ass because you lost by a point.
Yeah.
Right? Positive. Right? We're not a negative podcast.
Well, again, I said there's so many positive that it just sucks that it's all clouded by the fact that they shit the bed.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk positives.
Positives. Spin zone.
Jalen Hurts.
Yep. Pretty good.
He looked
like himself.
Sleeker.
Yep.
Faster.
Yep.
Stronger.
Yep. Bullied his way for several first downs.
And
the no fun league struck again. The really? The guy just got a big first down and he spikes the ball and unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
But dude, shut up.
So that's my positives. Okay.
Jalen
in 3.5 quarters. Positives.
I would say all 4.
Well, except for the last drive.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Again, so many positives, but it's just that last drive. Okay, continue because we're gonna touch on that. But
who's my favorite Eagle? Do you know who my favorite Eagle is?
Reed Blankenship.
He plays offense.
Cooper DeJean.
He plays offense.
Would it be the sweatshirt that you now have? Would you like to show the people your sweatshirt?
No. We'll make it a surprise.
Okay, we'll make it a surprise. Would that be Will Shipley?
It is. Yes, but
no.
But a starter.
Oh, it's Devontae Smith.
It's Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
It's
his background at work.
Love Devontae Smith. He is my favorite Eagle on this offense. I said it last week, and I'll say it again and again. He's the most clutch player on this team.
Yes. Why wasn't he targeted during?
With that said.
Yes.
3rd and goal, or third down and 3, getting into the red zone area, he dropped a huge touchdown.
He did.
Huge touchdown.
Didn't they end up getting it anyway?
No, kicked the field goal on that drive.
Was it the last drive? No.
No, it was the drive before that. Kicked the field goal on it.
Oh, you're right.
Huge play. Jesse Bates made a good play on it.
He did.
He drove on the ball, but if that ball Jalen throws a little bit more to the pylon, that play's not there. And I expect my all-pro wide receiver to hold on to that.
And, $100+ million.
It was a tough play.
It was, and not a lot of receivers can even make that play as close as
Right.
it was.
But you got to come up with that. You if you're gonna win close football games like we expect them to, you got to come up with that ball.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously you go without AJ Brown, your number one option, which made this
Right.
game extremely tough to begin with because, what's his name on the Falcons is going to go to Smitty. And then you would think that would have opened up for Goddard I mean, it kind of did for Covey, ironically enough.
Yeah.
But you expect, again, there's just, it just sucks because I want to talk positively.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can't.
Well, that's the thing is on the other side of that with Britton Covey, they got something Britton Covey in the slot.
Maybe, I mean, he juked out one defender.
He did, got called back, but
yes, on the bad, it was that the other ineligible man downfield. Can we stop with that call? Like, John, do you know when you buy, you've been to an Eagles game, your son named after the stadium.
Yes.
Now when you buy a ticket, who do you go to see?
Stars.
Yeah. So you go to see the refs too, right? Yeah.
Not necessarily the refs.
Yeah, because I mean the refs love making it about themselves.
They
do love doing that.
Now, here's my key takeaway from everything said and done. All right. On the offensive side of the ball, not the defensive side of the ball. Jalen Hurts continues to come up small.
Yep.
In big positions.
Pause.
No pause. No pause. No. There was 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He had 2 timeouts. You get the ball on the freaking 30 now. You get a big completion down the field too.
Covey.
Dallas got it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was his
only reception.
I literally went, "Oh, my fantasy's going off now."
Dallas Goedert. And then what was the next play? You're under a little bit of pressure and you throw it deep down the field and say, "Hell, Devontae somewhere," and you throw an interception. Dude, you were on like your own 45-yard line.
So when it came to that drive, when obviously, all right, let's just break down the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Eagles going down to the red zone. Saquon is bullying the hell out of the Falcons. Falcons have to burn all their timeouts.
Yep.
You then get to the red zone. It's a 3rd and 3. It was the correct play call. And Saquon Barkley catches that ball 99 out of 100 times. Unfortunately, this was just the one time he did not catch the ball. And it was what, like you pointed out earlier today, Troy Aikman said the worst thing they could do is do a pass option and drop the ball and stop the clock. And that is literally what happened. You then kick the field goal. You would hope, you would pray that prime Kirk Cousins doesn't do what he did. And, he marches down the field. Of course, it was Drake London that scored the touchdown on Slay. Now, yes, I was angry. I mean, I think everybody shares that same sentiment of anger. But I don't think we were panicked because how many times have we seen Jalen get him into the position to win? But on the same breath, how many times have we seen Jalen do exactly what he did?
I don't think we've seen a key clutch winning drive from Jalen Hurts since last year against the Bills.
Well, I mean, game winning, yes. But that game against the Packers, the game management was fantastic.
See, I feel like that was more on Saquon than it was on Jalen. Because
against the Packers, not
yes,
okay.
yes, against the Packers. Because they just kept running him, and he was getting 6-7 yards a pop. It wasn't a lot. He is good at football. It wasn't Jalen throwing the ball all the way down the field, hitting open receivers. Now, my thing with the offense is overall,
it's been good.
I'm giving him a C-.
Overall, I disagree. I disagree with you. So I'm looking at the offense as a whole. You're without AJ, which, considering they were without their number one receiver, I mean, they should have won that game. They should have walked away with a win without AJ Brown. Now, Devontae Smith was great. Saquon obviously was fantastic. The O-line was great. I mean, there's some stuff that can change, but I think a C minus is a little, I would go more B minus than a C minus.
So if I tell you on Sunday, say, hey, AJ's out, but
yep,
the Falcons only put up 22 points.
Yep, you would think they win that game.
You think they win that game?
Yeah.
So I'm factoring in the fact they put up 21 points.
Should have been 24. But...
all of this this team, the money is on the offensive side of the ball. If you do not average 27, 28 points a game, you're not going to win. Period. That's it. And then the fact that, look, Saquon, we know you're going to catch that ball.
Yeah.
We know he's going to catch that ball, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah.
And it cost us.
Yeah.
And then Jalen on the last drive, panicking, throwing it down the field, throwing another huge interception. That's why it's a C minus.
Yeah, I mean, going back to that last play, I mean, you have 40 seconds, you have 2 timeouts.
Yep.
You have Jake Elliott, who is pretty automatic from 50. I gotta look that up. From 50 yards plus, Jake Elliott.
He's got to be as automatic as you can get.
Career stats. Jake Elliott's so good, dude. Here we go. Does it have it on here? Like career longs?
Isn't it the 62-yarder he hit?
Well, yes, the 60. I'm saying point is, I'm too lazy to look it up. Jake Elliott's pretty automatic from 50 plus.
He would have, if they got him to even like a long 50, maybe 57, 58. I still feel pretty good. He bangs it. Yeah.
Now, look, if they went there and it was the 50-yard line and Jake Elliott just missed the kick, yes, I would have been upset, but I would have been a lot less upset considering they put them in a position to win and Jake Elliott just couldn't kick the field goal. Because how many times have we seen Jake Elliott clutch 50-plus yard field goal for the win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm out for the offense. The defense we kind of talked about a lot. We know Bryce Huff sucks. He was a waste of $51 million.
There is one player that has gone unscathed on the defense.
So far.
We'll get to you, bud.
The bend don't break mentality.
Bad. Their red zone defense is very good.
That's what I'm going to say is the positives is the red zone defense has been very, very good. Now, this whole bend don't break mentality is going to cost this team major games in the future.
Yes.
Obviously, we know the NFL is designed to be an offensive league. So the defense is under a microscope. So if you're just going to let guys go out and tackle them, you're going to be in trouble.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Who did we leave unscathed?
That would be former New Orleans Saint. That would be former Detroit Lion. Be former Eagle. Now current Eagle. John, let's say it in unison. 1, 2, 3. CJ Gardner-Johnson. Buddy. He has been hot ass for the past 2 games. Outside of that one play, which was a great play. Fantastic play. And you thought that was the sealer.
I'm trying to keep it at.
Yeah.
I hate you. I hate you. You're terrible. You were terrible in the secondary. Last week, coming out, you made excuses about why you were down the field, how hard it is to stop on a dime and make these tackles. Bro, that's what you're getting fucking paid for.
Oh, John Cena.
Make a play. 2022, you were making plays left and right, and then you went and got hurt. What are you doing now, bud? What are you doing now? You make a big hit on Bijan Robinson, your helmet falls off, and you're rooting and rowling, you're flexing. And then what happens on the last drive of the game? You let him walk down the fucking field and score a touchdown to win the game. You are a fraud. And if I swear to God, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound so bad, and I know it's not going to age well. I'd rather have James Bradbury out there.
This was what you were on that final drive, pal.
Space toast.
Now, John, that is going to go on the socials. I just want you to
That's fine. That's fine.
I want everybody to
That's fine.
know.
I know it's not going to age well.
Because this is probably, he did preface it, but this will be going on the socials. You heard it here first. John would rather James Bradbury over CJ Gardner-Johnson.
I saw it.
He said it. He said it. Everybody, he said
it. But I said it.
He said it.
Defense, D minus.
It's bad. Just overall bad. You kind of said, like, we've kind of beaten that dead horse.
Yeah.
It's just, they didn't leave me being like, okay, yes, they blew it, but like the pass rush looked really good, or the secondary looked really good. Nothing was positive. Like I kind of said, like with the offense, Jalen looked really good. Saquon has continued to look good. The O-line, despite not having Jason Kelce, because that was the biggest question mark coming into this season. How would the O-line be without Jason Kelce? They haven't skipped a beat.
No. Now, coaching as a whole, that's another D. Like Nick Sirianni, we saw flashes of last year. Nick Sirianni screaming, hollering, getting all fired up, and this is what I was afraid of. That come adversity, he just reverts back to the old Sirianni, and that's what we're seeing. His fourth down decisions bad. Unless it was a tush push, they didn't convert it.
Yep.
The actual field goal decisions, the decision to pass that ball, hindsight's 2020, but the right place to run them.
My are you saying on that last drive?
The Saquon drive.
Yes. So, and I agree with you, because the worst comes to worst is you run that clock down to 40 seconds and you kick a field goal.
Yeah,
the same outcome.
Yes.
So looking at Sirianni, it's my hope is, I mean, he's been our coach for 4 years now. And if he hasn't done it yet, he's probably not going to now. My hope would be that he goes, you know what? I'm going to stop going for it on 4th and 3 in the red zone and just take the points. Take the points.
It just depends on the circumstances.
It does, like how it happened last night. You take the points there.
Yes.
You strike first. You feel good. Good drive. We're getting the momentum. We get points on the board, and we're looking good. Instead, you go for it. You don't get it. Yes. And mind you, the Falcons didn't score because of that. It was just like, damn, like we went all the way down the field, and what do we have to show for it? Like, it was deflating. But if you walk away with 3 points, like, all right, good drive. Like, we got points on the board. We're going. It's just that needs to get cleaned up. And I think that's what he was so good at in 2022. And when I say he, I mean Shane Steichen.
Yes.
God, come home, Shane, please.
But that's the thing is, like, these past 2 weeks overall in the NFL have been strange, right?
Yeah, a lot of upsets.
A lot of upsets, a lot of situations you just don't see happening. Like the Bengals and the Ravens are both 0-2, right?
I mean, listen, as much as we hate the Chiefs, it was the right call.
It was, but like, do we see them going not in a good season? No, they're going to turn it around. Both are very good teams. Both are good teams.
I have a hot take about the Bengals.
But the flip side of that is Chargers are 2-0. Steelers are 2-0.
Okay, with the Chargers, I kind of believe in what Harbaugh's doing over there.
No.
I kind of do.
No.
Joe Alt, very good. Their offense has looked pretty good. They just do exactly what...
Can you tell me who they played the first 2?
It was the... No, the audio didn't cut out. I am just looking.
Yeah, you say he wanted to make a point, and it's
okay. Listen, dude, it's going to be the real test Sunday. Okay,
where do they play Sunday?
Steelers, good defense.
So one of them is going to wind up being 3-0.
Yeah,
2 of the teams I just called out.
For intensive purposes, they played the Panthers and the Raiders.
All right, my point exactly. It's just the NFL. We know. It doesn't really start to get going until like week 4, week 5, because the injuries start to kind of nullify.
Unless you're the Rams.
Unless you're the Rams. But it starts to balance out.
We're your fantasy team.
Well, that's my life. That's my life, buddy.
Forgot about that. Now continue.
Yeah, I just on to the Saints.
I'm not done with the Eagles yet. Not done with the Eagles Falcons. I'm going to put out a PSA here. I'm going to talk directly to the audience. Not really a PSA, more of a I'm pissed off and I want to. You really let Kirk Cousins in prime time on one leg drive down the field in 15 seconds?
Yeah.
15 seconds. Now would have been a really good bit if we had like paper bags here and we could like I don't think we're there yet.
Not yet.
No. Now if this was a Panthers podcast, we would
Oh yeah, with Bryce Young being benched and everything.
let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So John and I have discussed. I want to take this thing's heavy. This is like
Dude,
good stuff. Where the hell did you get that?
my dad bought this. I'm like, I don't know, Amazon warehouse thing.
Shout out to John's dad,
Yeah,
Papa. He thinks, we won't say exactly what he thinks, but okay. John and I were talking. Eagles have a bye week in 3 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Oh yeah, because including this week too. Yeah. What are we gonna do for the bye week? Because obviously the Eagles do not play. So our plan was what we're gonna do is kind of talk about the rest of the NFL, kind of discuss different storylines that are going, practically exactly what we do here, but just more on a wide basis. And if that's something you guys kind of like to see a little more, maybe we'll branch out outside of the Eagles. But obviously this is going to remain an Eagles podcast, but then maybe we'll record for an extra 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Talk about the rest of the NFL. So that's coming during the bye week. On to the Saints. We might be looking at another depressed podcast in a week, pal. Let's break it down here.
I mean, there's a very good possibility. New Orleans is a tough place to play.
Yep.
They're playing really good football right now.
Their OC is ridiculous.
I mean, it's been 2 weeks.
Dude, I mean, 91 points is nothing to shake your head at.
No,
Mind
it's
you,
not.
Mind you, one was against the Panthers.
And then
the Cowboys who fraud alert. Dallas Cowboys. I feel like they're perpetually in fraud alert.
Yeah, that's just kind of what they're known for.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. One thing I'll say about the Eagles, we don't get blown out, and we don't do a ton of blowing teams out.
No, we keep it close.
They keep it interesting. So I think this one's going to be really tight. But if I know the Eagles like I know the Eagles, they're somehow going to win this freaking game, man.
Yeah, you're so right, dude. They're just gonna.
They're going to pull off a win. It's going to be maybe a last second Jake Elliott field goal down the stretch. Kind of play the clock better this time.
So here, excuse me. Yeah, a little bit, bud.
Okay.
Yeah. We work the same schedule, so
Dope.
we won't have a kid anyway. Look, the Eagles' run defense has been ass. Now, week 1, you faced. Okay, that's kind of my. I
Week
have a whole
1,
bit
they
here.
faced Josh Jacobs.
Okay, very good,
Solid.
Week 2, you faced
Bijan Robinson.
Mm-hmm. Now, week 3, you face
Alvin Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamal Williams.
Love Jamal Williams. Isn't he hurt?
I don't know.
Thought he was hurt.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Not to sneeze at, though.
No.
He's good back.
So here's my thing. They have so many more weapons that are utilized well on offense than the Packers, than the Falcons.
You think so?
Yes.
Really?
Kamara, Shaheed, great name.
Rashid Shaheed, yeah.
Great name.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill.
Stop it.
Taysom Hill.
Stop it.
Dude, he always goes insane against the Eagles.
Taysom Hill is Dallas Goedert.
Whoa.
Throw the ball.
Don't disrespect Dallas Goedert like that.
Oh, I'm going to. It's
Silly.
100 yards.
So I benched him this week in fantasy.
Yeah,
He's going to have like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Chris Olave, solid. Good.
Michael Thomas still there?
No.
Where is he?
Free agent.
Oh. Slant boy.
So yeah,
Love the slant.
I don't think they go toe for toe with talent. I think.
I mean, 91 points in 2 games is nothing to, not look at.
Alvin Kamara's been going nuts.
Yeah.
You at least keep Kamara in check,
which I don't think they can.
they will win this game.
They need to plan for him, basically.
Yes. You know what we did not see at all yesterday?
Pressure on the quarterback.
Yes.
A competent drive from the defense.
Yes.
A stop on third down.
Yes. A blitz. We did not see one blitz. We didn't see.
And how many? And they blitzed so many times against the Packers, and it worked. And it worked.
So
I don't understand. You have but right now. Kirk Cousins is Ben Roethlisberger in 2019.
Yeah.
He just slings it down the field, and he is a statue. So I don't know, John. Are you ready? Maybe you blitz that guy.
yeah,
Just maybe. I know it sounds insane, but
I have an idea. All right, and I've seen this kind of floating out there. It's not my idea. I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, you're stealing ideas." I saw it somewhere. I can't recall where it was from. Devin White.
Yeah.
What do you think about putting him on the defensive line? Let him to be like a hybrid linebacker. Just kind of go get the quarterback, Devin.
Yeah, I'm willing to do anything.
It's better than Bryce Huff.
Better than Bryce Huff, better than Jordan Davis, better than anybody. The only two people who are safe from the ridicule on the D-line. Who are those two players?
Jalen Carter.
Yep.
Milton Williams.
Correct. Those are the two who are safe.
You fit 59.
Oh, Zach Bond.
No, 59. The dude that had more tackles.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
Oh, God.
What was his name? Because he had a good game.
I think I liked that tweet, unless I didn't.
Because he was kind of balling out a little bit.
No, I didn't like the tweet. I forget.
59. Whatever your face is. 59.
Dude, I gotta show that to you. That's insane.
I just feel like if you put Devin White in that role, it may behoove the defensive line to what?
Behoove.
It may benefit and get Jalen Carter off the double teams and kind of open up more space for that as well. Stupid.
No, I agree. Look, they need to try something different. Clearly, what they're doing right now is not working.
Yes.
You need more pressure on the quarterback. Now, I will say, Derek Carr might be the toughest quarterback in the league. That guy will get just absolutely walloped and just go out there and play. Who's their backup now? Is it Taysom Hill?
I guess.
Because it was Jameis. Love Jameis. Let him start. Let him start. Let Jameis cook.
Yeah, look, that's my main takeaway with their offense versus our defense. You stop Alvin Kamara, you stop that offense.
Yeah.
Now.
Yep.
With our offense going against their defense.
Yeah.
Their defense is elite, man.
Yeah.
They're good.
So
good.
So here's what's gonna have to be. My loins, my balls. This is the Jahan Dotson game. This is his welcome to Philadelphia game. No?
I don't believe the Jahan Dotson. I don't.
You were really excited when we traded for him, dude.
He looks out of place in this offense.
He's been here for like 2 weeks.
I think after the bye, you're going to get to see more of him. I don't think he knows the offense.
Okay.
He played less snaps than Britton Covey and Johnny Wilson.
Love Britton Covey.
Love Johnny Wilson.
Yeah. Johnny Wilson guy.
What do we think about AJ? You think he's going to play?
No, because you got to think long term here.
Even if he goes out as the decoy, Marshall Lattimore is going to lock up Devontae, man.
I mean, that's what we thought, and you would think they would have incorporated Goddard more, but Goddard just can't get open. I mean, that's just the reality of it. I don't know what your game plan is offensively going against this defense. Come out of retirement, Jason.
No.
Oh, do you think it's time to release the beast? That's in the cage?
I think it might be time.
John, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to my guy, Will Shipley. We need you, bud. We need you.
Pal. We're talking direct. I know he's watching.
2-8. We need you. We need you to come out on Sunday. Yep. Score at least a touchdown. Yep. Maybe a couple receptions out of the backfield.
That'd be pretty cool.
I need some split I formation, a little Jalen, a little Saquon, a little Will Shipley. You don't know who's getting the ball, who's blocking. I need it.
They didn't utilize the decoy as much in this game.
No, they didn't.
Like that's what I loved about what they did in against the Packers is they put a lot of guys in motion, obviously as decoys, and it worked to their advantage, and then they just kind of abandoned that in this game. So I don't know. Let's do score predictions.
So just to put in perspective, we still don't know what's going on with
AJ.
AJ.
This is as of recording, AJ Brown is playing. He is not is questionable.
But reflecting back on our scores for the Falcons game.
Bad.
Jared, your score prediction was
I think it was 27-20, right?
27-20 Eagles win.
I was pretty close.
I was 28-17 Eagles.
I was pretty close. I think I won. I won that one.
Neither one of us won because we didn't get it right.
I'm saying the closest one, idiot.
We both picked wins.
Yeah, but shut up.
What are you feeling for the Saints?
34. 34-24 Saints. I have a loss. I have a loss.
All right. Well, obviously he hates the Eagles.
I'm a realist, John. This is an unbiased podcast.
I have a tight win. I got
pal.
31.
Yep. Say it. I know what you're about to say.
29 Eagles.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. My blood pressure is going to be through the
I
roof.
think it's going to be a tie game late.
And Jake Elliott's going to pull out his giant schlong.
Did I say 29? I meant 28. Sorry.
Yeah.
28.
So it's going to be 28-28 with like 20 seconds left, and Jake
Elliott's going to bang a field goal.
All right. Book it. You heard it here first. I got a loss. He's got to win. So one of us is going to be right, and I pray it's him.
Garbage.
So, John.
You wanna do your own?
Yeah, you'll start.
All right.
So we're gonna do a quote. If you're new to the show, welcome. Now, if you made it this far into the show and you're new, God bless you. So what this game is, John has a quote from a famous player, from a famous coach. I have 3 guesses to get said player, and I get to ask 3 questions. Now, if at any time I want to trade one of my guesses for another question, I'm allowed to do so until I either get it correct or I run out of guesses. So, John, take it away.
All right. Said NFL person said, and I quote, "I'm going to make sure they remember who I am."
Is this player a quarterback?
He is not.
What position does this player play?
Actively or non-actively? Are you asking me in his career, what position did he play?
Yes.
Got to know the specifics. He played running back.
What team is he best known for?
His longest tenure is with the Chargers.
Oh, gosh. Oh, God.
That's your 3 questions, by the way.
I'm going to utilize one of my guesses for another question.
Okay. So you got two guesses.
Yes.
All right, good.
Is he currently in the league?
He's not.
Wow, that didn't help me.
What do you think? It was J.K. Dobbins?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Okay. Chargers running backs.
Yep.
There hasn't been a lot of good ones.
There's an obvious one.
Is there?
Oh,
listen, for context, I don't know football like I do baseball. Okay, that's the reason I have him in. What year's active? I'm only going to guess one person.
say again?
What year's active? I'm using another one of my
Years
questions.
active. He had a long career. He played from 2005
Okay.
to 2019.
I uh God. Is it no. It's no, he hasn't maybe. No, he wasn't in the league that long. I'm just gonna Frank Gore. I don't know.
Incorrect. God, that made me so
God.
happy. All right, so I'm gonna see if you can get it on these now. Okay. So
I doubt it, but
played from 2005.
Yep.
You might be able to get this. 2005 to 2019.
Mhm.
He played for 3 franchises.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yep.
Saints. Eagles.
It's fucking Darren Sproles.
It's Darren
God damn it. I was
Sproles.
between Frank Gore. When I said he didn't play that long, I was thinking Darren Sproles.
It's
Oh, man.
Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl champion, Darren Sproles.
And the reason I said Chargers is he was known for playing for the Chargers, the Saints, and the Eagles.
He was known for all
but
three.
He played the longest
on the
on
Chargers. That threw me off. If you said the Saints, I would have been like, Darren Sproles.
Yep.
Damn, I hate myself. Now it's my turn to have a little fun.
Oh, let's go.
So this game is I'm gonna pick a draft class. I'm gonna name the round they were taken in, the pick.
Yep.
John is gonna rate them, and he's gonna have to guess what draft class this is. I think that's how we played it last time, but if not, that's how we're playing it now.
All right.
All right, John.
Yep.
So I gotta show you that tweet because that's insane.
Okay.
Okay. So the Eagles did not have a first round pick this year.
Okay.
Now they had 5 players drafted this draft.
Okay.
4 of which are on the current roster.
Okay.
Okay. There is a tight end, there's a corner, defensive end, and 2 tackles.
Okay.
What year was it, John?
Are you gonna tell me who the players are?
No.
What do you mean? Okay, then I'll guess it off the top of my head.
Okay.
Um,
we talked about all of these players.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dallas Goedert. It'll be Avonte Maddox.
Yep.
I don't remember who else was in that draft, but I'm gonna say 20. I'm in between 2018 and 2019.
You would be right with one of those.
Shit. Because Wentz was drafted the year prior, that's why they didn't have a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go 2018.
You would be correct. That is the 2018 draft. The Eagles, in the second round, pick 49, took tight end Dallas Goedert.
Yep.
Round 4, pick 125, they took Avonte Maddox.
Yep.
Round 4, we had 2 fourth-round picks. Pick 130, they took Josh Sweat.
Oh, okay.
We mentioned this guy before. This is the one that's not on the team. Round 6, pick 206. Who is that player? We talked about him today.
So round 6.
Yep. He's a tackle.
Pick 206. Not on the team any longer?
Not on the team any longer.
Is it Vitae?
Nope.
It's not Vitae. Is it Matt Pryor?
It is Matt Pryor.
God.
Matt Pryor mentioned. And who did they take in the 7th round with pick 233?
That's not Jordan Mailata.
Yeah, the voice of an angel.
Damn, I'm good at this game.
It's not fun when he's like, if he did a baseball one, I'd be much better
Oh,
about
I'm not
that.
good at that.
Yeah, exactly. It's the roles are reversed, asshole.
Yep.
So John, another great episode.
Yes.
Any final remarks for the people?
The defense, get it together.
Figure it out.
Let's see something, anything. Offense.
Keep it up.
We need Jalen, if you throw another interception this week, it might be Kenny Pickett time.
Oh, whoa, no, dude, that's future Miami Dolphin. Yeah, future Miami Dolphin, Kenny Pickett. Tanner.
We love the backup quarterback here, Dolph.
Yeah, we do.
By the way, despite the loss, Nick Foles,
we love you.
Thank you for your service.
Come on the pod.
We love you.
Come on the show.
You and your
really, really big, giant heart that you have in the
personality.
City. Big personality.
That's what you're known for.
Yep, your giant personality.
We love
Some
you.
would say it's a big personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah, we do.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Come on the show. How mad would you be if I interviewed Nick Foles and just didn't tell you? And I was like, and like we did the whole intro, and I was like, all right, guys, packed episode. We got this, we got that. We have the interview with Nick Foles coming up.
All right. So I'm gonna say this.
Yep.
I was more of a Carson Wentz guy than a Nick Foles guy.
As was I.
So
On the record.
So
I love Nick Foles. I wasn't Wentz. I objectively Wentz was the better quarterback.
I was on the Wentz wagon.
I was on the Wentz wagon as well. That's why you have a signed Funko of him.
Yeah, you're damn right.
But what, Nick Foles or Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Foles is like the
nicest guy in the world.
Nicest human in the
Yeah.
world.
Full disclosure, I handle the interviews. Whenever we interview people, I am the one who takes care
Unless
of that.
somebody needs a hard interview.
No.
Like
No.
Like your Giants fan, buddy.
Yeah, we have booked the Giants fan for the Eagles Giants. Don't worry. That's my buddy Tage. He's been living through it.
I'm a Cowboys fan. So.
Do you have a Cowboys fan?
Yeah.
Ew.
Sorry.
We have a Cowboys fan apparently. I'll reach out to them.
I will.
Okay.
She gave birth to me.
We're trying. Is it your mother?
Yes, it's my mother.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, no. What?
Yeah.
What the hell? What? Why is she allowed in your house?
She was so all right. Her defense. She was born down in that area.
How long was she there for?
Her whole childhood.
Oh, okay. Like, when did she come to Philadelphia?
Like, I think like teenage years.
You can shake it.
No. Look, I respect her for staying with the Cowboys because they haven't been relevant since I was born.
Oh, that's a good point. You were born in what, like 1972?
Shut up, asshole.
Something like that. So John's mom will be on here as our defending. She know ball? She has got no ball. She knows ball. Oh, I'm gonna bully your mother. I'm the one who handles the interviews. That was the agreement. I'm the one who does the interviewing.
You know who I am, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think I get my personality from?
Oh no, she's gonna bully me. Oh no.
You might be a Cowboys fan after everything is said.
It'd be like I walk out and I'm like, John, I don't know what happened, but like I think this might be the Cowboys year, man.
Dak's cooking.
Dak's cooking, man. Jerry Jones kind of knows what he's doing. With John, it's been a pleasure. It's been another great episode. We're gonna be back here next Tuesday. Talk about the Saints, Eagles. Talk about an Eagles win. We're gonna talk about an Eagles win next week because unfortunately for this show, it's not gonna be all sunshine and rainbows.
Your boys in town.
What?
After the Saints. Who we play?
Oh, I'm so excited. That's a win-win game for me. That's a win-win game for me. Love Baker. Love Baker. Future Eagle, Baker.
Buddy.
All right. Well, see you on Tuesday. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe, follow on us. What the fuck is he doing? 52.
It's a new thing. Let's try it.
It's a 7.
That's
We should have like, oh, you know what we should do? Like the balloons, like that you blow up and just inconspicuously just hold it up as we're doing the outro.
What?
I'm trying something new.
But like, what reference is that to the
52? That's our thing.
What does a balloon have to do with 52?
So we can visually have the 52, idiot.
You mean the balloon says 52 on it?
No, you dumbass. The balloons, the number 5 and the number 2. You know that you see at the party stores and shit.
Oh, that's where you're going with it.
It's fucking Christ.
That makes sense.
And I'm the stupid one. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Next week, talk about an Eagles win. I know we've outroed this like 4 times, but this is just it's the absolute camaraderie that comes with this podcast. And the things that people have to deal with at work. But that's going to do it for us. And as I click to end the recording, see you next Tuesday. Ha ha ha.